All right, thank you everybody for joining. I think we can get started. First off, thanks for carving out some time on a Friday to join us for today's Lunch and Learn. And this is Gene, for those of you who don't know me, from CommerceBlend. And CommerceBlend was developed as a community to support the e-commerce merchants out there. And since there's a very vast ecosystem now, over 8,000 different companies within the e-commerce world, part of our challenge and task is to find those that we think will be of great value to the community and have a really positive impact on your business. So before we get started today, you may notice that on the console at the bottom of your Zoom console, there's a Q&A tab. So feel free to enter any questions you have as we go through this, and we'll try to get to those either when it's relevant or at the end of the session. And so for starters today, we're very happy to welcome Shogun. And Shogun, for those of you who don't know about it, using their really slick drag and drop technology makes it a lot easier to create pages on your site, to build out sites. And we are thrilled to go through a demo with, we've got Jake and Charles from Shogun today. Jake will give us some background on the company, and then Charles will take us through a demo of the platform. So we'll learn a lot about how to build and optimize your online store from them today. Without further ado, I will hand over the reins.
Awesome, thanks, Gene. This is Jake Silverman with Shogun, and let me share my screen here. Give me 1 second here. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Looks good, yes.
Cool. Awesome. So just want to give you guys a brief overview of Shogun. Again, this is Jake Silverman. I'm the agency partner manager over here at Shogun. I work with all of our partners to help better enable and support you guys moving forward, right? That's what we're here for, to help you guys out. So just a quick overview of Shogun before I hand it over to Charles. We have we're about at 12,000 customers now, ranging from very small businesses just getting online to large enterprises. A ton of 5-star reviews. We're one of the top apps within the Shopify App Store. And we're, growing daily. We're growing daily, obviously, with what's going on. A ton of installs on Shogun Page Builder. So, excited about the growth here at Shogun. We're actually also a little nugget here. We're a fully remote company. We have about 60 employees in around 21 different countries around the globe. So not to say we saw a pandemic coming, but our day-to-day being a fully remote company certainly helped us out in the long run. And just quick about an overview of Page Builder. What is it? Charles will go into the demo with you guys to really answer all of your questions, but it's a powerful drag and drop landing page builder, really geared towards non-technical members of your team to easily create pages, robust experiences without having to write code or anything. We actually have over 20% of Shopify Plus users use Page Builder, including large clients like Lisa Mattresses, Timbuktu, K-Swiss, Movement Watches, you name it. So pretty cool building their whole sites with Page Builder. Optimize in real time. Again, this is something Charles will go into, but things like A/B testing, publish scheduling, real-time store syncing. These are all pretty cool features that Charles will explain in the demo. Building without limits. This is something we'll touch on a bit, but something of our custom elements. Let's say you're not fit with our standard library of elements to kind of build your page. If you do have a developer or someone that can code on your staff, you can actually go in and code your own custom elements that your non-technical members can then use within the drag and drop experience. Just one quick thing about our partner program. Obviously, we do have an affiliate network where we do offer some sort of a rev share program for you. You obviously get priority as far as like getting customer help and customer support. And you have me as your main point of contact. More of these benefits, right? Dedicated support, you're part of our partner ecosystem. You're always kind of first in line, right? For all our partners that are on the call right now. And the Shogun difference, I'll kind of let Charles go into this, but right, that 24/7 support, we're around the globe. Someone's always online. It's that super powerful drag and drop experience. those pre-built standard library of elements with the ability to insert custom code. And then with our, A/B test, our real-time metrics, and the ability to kind of schedule publishing of pages. Cool. So without further ado, I'll hand it over to Charles for the demo of Page Builder.
Hey everyone, it's Charles from Shogun. I do customer success and technical support here, and I'm excited to share a little bit of my knowledge and help you learn more about Shogun in the process today. So I just want to ask, can everyone see my screen all right?
Yes, looks good, Charles.
Perfect. So welcome to Shogun. This is our dashboard where you'll be able to see all the pages you've created. It acts as a CMS here. So you'll be able to sort by your page type, all the different states that your pages are in, whether they're published, whether you're running an A/B test, whether you have them scheduled to publish shortly. And there's two ways to get a page into Shogun. So first is you can use our search here. And with our search, you can go ahead and search any page that you like and then import this into Shogun. So anything that's pre-existing can be imported into Shogun, and you can also go ahead and create a page. So today we're going to go ahead and create a new page in Shogun. We have access to 4 page types, so standard pages, blog posts, product pages, and collection pages. Now those product and collection pages can be made to use your existing layout. So we'll add a couple of drop zones so you can really go in and customize your page, add banners, add additional content, and control the description. With product pages, we also have the option to do a fully customized product page, and we have the option to do a standard page and a blog page in that same manner where it's fully custom. So we'll use a standard page today, and when we go into this, we'll be able to click on standard page and we'll see our Shogun templates. We're always adding more. We just added 15 a couple of weeks ago, and so you can see some of our beautiful templates here, and you can make use of some of them as well. And I'll show you how to do that once we've created a fully shoppable landing page here in Shogun. So I'm going to start with a blank page today. And when we start with a blank page, the way that we do this is we're able to enter the name for the page. And then once we've entered the name for the page, we can go ahead and choose either a landing page style or include your theme's header and footer. So if you include your theme's header and footer, what's really cool about this is you're going to have your entire head pull in, any stylings, any scripts, anything that you've already added to the theme is going to get pulled directly in. And that includes Google Analytics, Facebook Pixels, anything like that. So you have a lot of flexibility to make use of everything that's already pre-existing in your store. So now that we have this, this is our content area. And so we're going to be able to add any columns or elements that we'd like here. We're going to start today by adding a section. So a section is great for creating hierarchies, for adding elements within this element, as well as creating banners. And so what we're going to do is click background down here and grab a background image. And you can either add an image directly to our CDN, or you can use your media library, which is anything that you've uploaded before. So I'm going to grab an image I've uploaded before, some picture of some cloth. This test store is selling some t-shirts. And then I'm going to increase the height. You can see that the image is a little bit bigger than the section itself. So we can add this nice parallax effect here. And so now we have a nice scrolling effect for our banner that we're going to create today. So I've created this banner to start. And then we also have the ability to add products onto the page very easily without any code at all. So to do this, what we do is add a product box to the page. Then you could choose any product that you have in your store, as well as a variant. It'll just go with the default variant if you keep this blank or don't select a variant. I'm going to go with this wine-colored t-shirt for today. And then you can add our dynamic product elements here, or you can go ahead and add columns or any other structural element. So I'm going to add a column, and with this, super easy to change the number of columns, the column width, the gutter spacing, and the stacking behavior. Everything in Shogun is responsive out of the box, and we also try to offer granular stacking behavior for any element that it needs it. So columns stacking is a huge thing when it comes to responsive design. And then I'm going to go ahead and change the styling on this a little bit so that it looks a little bit nicer, gets a little bit more space on this page. And now that I've done that, I'm ready to start adding some of my product elements to the page here. So what I'm going to start with is our product image. And since this is pulling from the back end of your site, if you make any changes here, this will update very quickly. So we're going to go ahead and add a product title now, again, pulling from the back end. Same for the product price, probably the thing that'll change the most quickly. Then I'm going to center it and make that a little bit bigger. I'm going to add a variant selector here. And with that variant selector, I will be able to separate this as well as add some variant labels. And then just to make sure that we're using a good amount of space on that right column, I'm going to go ahead and add margin to this right side over here. And with that margin, now I'm able to add a product add to cart button. And so this add to cart button has already been styled. So we have a default styling element here, which I'll go into a little bit more depth into in a minute. And we've now created a fully shoppable page in Shogun. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and then I'm going to publish this page. And as soon as we've hit publish the page, we'll be able to view on the live site. We also have a preview, so you can take a look at that before it's live on your site as well. So as you can see, we have our page here. Everything is dynamic, works together within this product box, so you can change the color and the image will change with it. And we can go ahead and add this to our cart. And now we're in our workflow of checking out. So we've created this page. Now there's a lot of different things we can do with this page. So the number one thing I think I would look at after creating a page in Shogun is responsive design of the page. So at the top here, we have the ability to choose widescreen, desktop, tablet, and mobile view. So I'm going to check out mobile, since this is probably the most important aspect for a lot of people's stores. And so with this, I'm going to just review the page a little bit and see how I like it. So one thing I don't like is there's a lot of space on mobile with that margin I added here. So with that, I'm able to actually go ahead and change the margin that I added on mobile only. So how we can do that is we click on that product variant element, and then we click on styles here, and we have the ability to click on this little desktop and mobile icon, and then it opens another menu where you can choose exactly what screen size you want to work with, as well as give you the breakpoints for it. And I'm going to go with mobile here. And then I'm going to be able to change this to just 15 pixels, so it really tightens up that design, makes it look really nice on mobile, and it also looks great on desktop as well. And so with this, another thing that we can do is create a completely unique view on mobile. So let's say we want people to load right onto this page on mobile, and we want them to be able to see this add to cart button. This is probably going to get cut off. I'm using quite a large screen here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hide this banner on mobile. So I can go under styles here and change my visibility settings. And using those visibility settings, you can create completely unique views on any of the 4 screen sizes that we have in Shogun, as well as hiding certain elements and duplicating elements. So maybe you have one version of a banner that displays on mobile and one version that displays on widescreen through tablet. And so with that, now it's time to learn a little bit more about how Shogun can help you publish your content at any time that you'd like. So we do have this publish button if you want to publish it now, but we also have the ability to use content scheduling. So I'm going to change this page to become a sales page. And maybe we don't want to start our sale until Monday, and then we're going to run it for a week. So what we can do is I'm going to add a banner here first. And so in this text, I'm going to be able to center this. I can choose everything from paragraph to H1 to H6, and that's going to inherit directly from the theme. So it's going to use your theme styling, and we can make any changes we like, such as the color, so this appears a little bit better. And here's our big sale banner. So our big sale is going to start on Monday. And when you click into this menu where these 3 dots are, you'll be able to hit schedule. When you hit schedule, you can choose when to publish the page on. As I mentioned, we're going for Monday, so we'll hit the 8th. We can choose the time, and we can also choose when to revert it. So if we choose to revert this page, we can choose the version before this version, which does not include the big sale portion of the banner. So this page will still be live, and you'll still be able to use the banner, but you'll also be able to remove that sales text. And so you can also set it as your homepage as well. And with that homepage being set, we'll be able to, set it as your homepage, and this can be done with any standard page as well. So we're going to save this. And now that we've saved that, we're scheduled to go live on this page on Monday. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and revert this save and show you how to create a snippet. So a snippet's going to allow you to take any portion of this page and create a reusable block. So in addition to those templates I showed everyone earlier, we also have blocks, which if you scroll down through all of our elements, you'll be able to see everything from this nice bicycle background image to social media icons, which can be added to any page at any time. So you don't have to go through that page creation workflow to get there. And so with that, we can basically create our own little versions called snippets. So I'm going to click on the text. Down at the bottom, we have a breadcrumb, which can be super useful for finding elements behind elements. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and find this little bookmark button, create the snippet. I'll name our snippet, we'll name it CommerceBlend, confirm it, and you'll be able to see this under saved, and I'm going to type it in and just show you how it goes onto the page. So you're adding another banner onto this page without having to recreate it. And so with that, we have now created a fully shoppable landing page, chosen when to publish it, as well as being able to build a responsive page. And when you publish a page in Shogun, I just want to mention that everything is actually served up as pure HTML. So we don't create a new template in your theme every single time that we go ahead and publish a page. What we do is we add it into the description as pure HTML, so it actually stays completely out of your load path and gets served up by your own CDN in Shopify or any other e-commerce platform. And so when we do this, it's really fast and it works really well and seamlessly. So next up, I want to show everyone how to turn this page into a template. So we can actually create a template from this page if we really are happy with the design, want to use it over and over again. The way that we would do that is I'm going to first save it, and then I will be able to go into this menu again and hit Save Template. So I'm going to name our template CommerceBlend template, save it. As soon as we've saved it, we're going to actually get taken to the template itself, and it's going to look a little different. It's using the page template that's default in your theme rather than Shogun's page template, which allows for full width without the title. And we'll be able to change anything that we like. So let's say we just don't want to have the sale banner appear at the top of the page there, and we can just remove that and update the template. And now I want to show you how we can go ahead and create a page from a template and make use of some of that snippet that we created earlier. So with that snippet that we created earlier, we're actually going to be able to add that directly onto a page using a Shogun template. So I'm going to hit standard page here. We'll see that template I just created pop up under your template, so you'll be able to grab that if you'd like. And we can also go ahead and find a template that's going to work for us here. So I think, let's see, I think this one will work really nicely for our purposes. So we can go ahead and choose this template. And as soon as I choose the template, we'll be prompted to, again, enter the name, choose whether we're going to use a landing page style or your theme's header and footer. I choose our theme's header and footer here. And as soon as I enter something that's a unique value, I'll be able to load into the page here. And once we've done so, we're going to see this page pop up. We'll need to set the product box. So we're going to use that breadcrumb at the bottom, grab the product box here, and we'll set it as our California cotton t-shirt. So we have this nice page for our t-shirt. Again, looking a little bit different here, but still super nice, super presentable. But maybe we want to add that snippet, have this be a sales page. So again, we are going to go under snippets, add this to our page here. Just to help demonstrate that this can get added to any page in Shogun. No idea why that happened. But as soon as I refresh, we'll be able to add that onto the page here. So we're just going to do that step again. And now we have our sale banner on this page here. So we can go ahead and save this. And now instead of publishing, we can actually optimize this page using our A/B testing that's built into every page in Shogun, including pages set as your home page, your product page, and your collection page. So I'm going to click on this menu again and hit Start Test. Once I've hit Start Test here, I'm going to be able to see our experiment get created. And once the experiment's created, we have 3 objectives. So we have click-through, where we will be able to choose what page we're clicking through to. This is awesome for funnel pages, landing pages where people aren't buying products. Sales conversion, which measures the number of sales conversions on this page. It's awesome for a page like this where you're just using one product and you're just trying to sell that one product. And then you also have add to cart, which can be great to make sure maybe a page isn't turning into a funnel. Make sure people are actually adding to cart on that page, not just going to the product page from there. So I think sales conversion is going to work best for us here. And now that we've created this A/B test, we'll have our original and our variant A up here, as well as our objective here. So I'm going to hit variant A, and as soon as I do, I will be able to make any changes I'd like. So I can do everything from completely delete this entire page and start over from scratch to going ahead and just making a small change on the page. For this demo, I'm going to make a small change. And I'm just going to add a countdown timer between our banner and our product itself. So our sale is going to end the 15th. So we'll be able to add that countdown timer for the 15th. You can also do it upon page refresh to help create a better sense of urgency. And once we've done that, I'll be able to go ahead and save this page. As soon as it saves, we'll then also be able to publish this, and you can go ahead and choose whether to have autopilot on or off. If it's off, you can choose how many days to run it, whether to publish the winner upon completion, get a little bit more flexibility there. And also the variant percentage. Maybe your page converts really well already, and you just want to go ahead and do 10% on the variant to see if you can convert better. It's super easy to do and very possible. So we're going to go ahead and start this test. As soon as the test starts, it's going to publish. And once it finishes publishing, what's really cool about Shogun's A/B testing is you'll be able to go ahead and check the analytics, but also under this I button, you'll see the ability to go view the original and the variant. And so the original and the variant, just go ahead and add this UTM to the top of your URL, or end of your URL, excuse me. And with that, if you want to run an A/B test, maybe with a couple different ads using different language on the same page to see what works better, you could go ahead and do that. You can send it to different people within your organization and use it maybe in a different form. So there's a lot of different ways to make use of that. However, if we just remove it and go directly to the page, we'll get served up one version. So I got served up the second version with the countdown timer. And so I will be locked into this page over multiple sessions as long as I am able to go ahead and stay on my same browser. It's just locked via cookie. And so you have the ability to track users over multiple sessions as well. And with that, I'm going to show you the analytics portion of A/B testing. So all we have to do is hit View Test Details here. And as soon as we click that button, we're going to see this nice little infographic, includes whether to stop, extend, how long it's been running, how long is remaining, and the confidence level. It'll also load up a preview of each page so you can know what page you're working on. And then you're going to see our 4 screen sizes, so you can actually go ahead and decide, hey, I want to see how that works on mobile. Okay, our countdown timer didn't work great on mobile. Okay, I'm going to check on desktop. It worked awesome on desktop. That's great. Then you can go back into your page, use those visibility settings I showed you earlier, and remove that from your page as well. So we have sales conversions here, bounce rate, and sessions, and that's how we measure our A/B testing on this page. And so that's how A/B testing works in Shogun. We also have custom elements, as Jake mentioned. And so these elements work if you have a developer, you can just go ahead and add a custom element, or have them add a custom element, and then it'll show up in your build section. You'll be able to drag and drop, and it'll still be super usable. You don't have to know code, but you can build elements exactly up to your specifications if you'd like. As Jake mentioned, we also have syncing. So if you have another store, maybe a store that you use for a different market, different language, if you click on Finbar, who's one of our founders, you'll be able to see our page switcher. So you can actually switch between your pages without having to go through Shopify, open Shogun again. You can just hit the switch button. And you can also sync your pages over. So if you hit sync, it'll open this menu where you'll be able to see what pages to sync. It'll warn you if the page versions have diverged, so you don't overwrite someone else's content. And so we can just hit sync, choose to sync our pages, our snippets, those custom elements that I mentioned as well. And so once we hit sync, they will be over in our other store. It'll take a minute or two to process that, sometimes, usually much faster. And so we can switch. They're going to be in draft view. With them in draft view, then you can go ahead and publish that at any point in time you'd like. So we have just gone ahead and created a page on our one site, transferred it to the other page, and now published it. It's that easy. And then we can just switch back to the other site, keep working there. We also have, I see a question here from Carolina. So we also have a focus on SEO, and we offer as much ADA compliant development as possible. So in images, there's alt text, that sort of thing. There's a lot of ability to have an ADA compliant site. And we also offer a huge amount of SEO customization. So with that, we'll be able to, I'm going to go back into this page to show how this works in Shogun. You can go ahead and add meta fields under this page settings area. Any meta fields you like, change the page path, add open graph tags for Facebook and other social media, as well as change the page layout. So if there's a different hard-coded page you want to use, where it has, say, a block of products at the bottom of the page and then that content, you'll be able to go ahead and do so. So with that, we also offer great page speed. And the way we offer great page speed is we lazy load every image and video below the fold. We offer image optimization within our CDN. And by offering image optimization within our CDN, what I mean is anything over 3,000 pixels gets resized to 3,000 on the longest side and served at 85%. And so that just prevents, oops, I accidentally uploaded a 15 megabyte image and whoops, yeah, prevent any issues like that on accident from happening. And we also have asynchronous loading of our scripts. And so we've have this great focus on page speed in Shogun. And so that's been a huge focus in getting Page Builder ready, but we've also created a new product called Front End, where you'll be able to get sub-second load speeds if your mobile speed is that important to you. And I'm gonna hand it back over to Jake to talk a little bit more about SEO and page speed in Shogun.
Thanks, Charles. It looks like we just have, before we get ahead of Page Builder, one question from Fred here. Can you just make certain can you make certain pages in Shogun and leave others as the default BigCommerce or Shopify pages?
Oh yeah, sorry Fred, I missed that. Yes, you can choose any page that you want to import into Shogun. You can have one page in Shogun if you want. You can leave any other pages alone. You can go ahead and import those pages as well as create the pages. So if you want to have your contact page still be created in your e-commerce platform, that is totally fine. But you want that About Us page in Shogun, you can do that. So there's a lot of flexibility on the ability to choose what page you want to edit in Shogun.
Awesome. Thanks, Charles. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yep.
Cool. So like Charles mentioned, yep, Shogun is a 2-product company now. We are in the process of releasing our new product called Shogun Front End. And being in e-commerce this long, we've realized that page speed has become really that huge metric that everyone is looking at, as well as moving into that era of mobile commerce, right? Most traffic we see nowadays is via mobile. And with mobile, the key to conversion rates is page speed. So speed equals revenue. There is a stat from Google, pretty interesting stat, that reduction, there's a 7% reduction in conversion rate per every second of load time on your site. So really speed is the #1 metric in relation to conversion rates. Customers want that seamless mobile experience, right? Instant page load to be able to kind of browse and shop anytime, anywhere, seamless and smooth, and do it in almost low to zero connectivity. And that really brings us to our product, Shogun Front End. So with Shogun Front End, we realized that we see the future of e-commerce is kind of heading towards this term of headless. Headless is really separating your visual presentation of your site away from the body, being the term headless. So that's actually taking it out of your BigCommerce or Shopify platform and separating it from the back end. So with the term headless, a way to kind of do this is develop something called a progressive web application. A progressive web application is basically all the functions of a native mobile application, but stored in the browser. So you get those kind of instant page load times, able to browse in zero to little connectivity, those push notifications, and this is what Shogun Front End actually produces for you when you use the software. A little background of headless commerce and what that's led to Shogun Front End. Right now in the environment, we've seen that you need these 6 components to build these progressive web applications. You may ask yourself, why doesn't everyone build them if they're super fast and they lead to higher conversion rates? Well, you need developers on staff that need to know JavaScript frameworks, Vue or React.js. You need those frameworks for server-side rendering, like a Nux or a Gatsby. You need a headless CMS to manage all of that content outside of Shopify or BigCommerce. You need your own separate content delivery network to serve it all up. You need a middleware so the head can talk to the body. And you need to write your third-party app integrations in a way that it won't slow down the site. What Shogun Front End has done is simplified this and productize it into one overall SaaS product. So basically, we're trying to make it as easy to create a progressive web application as it is to create a Shopify theme. Now, we did take some of those features that Charles explained in Page Builder in Shogun Front End. It's really broken down into 3 parts. The first part is our Experience Manager. So usually building these PWAs or headless projects, they're really developer-only focused. With us, you do have the tool called the Experience Manager, where similar to Page Builder, you can build these drag and drop sections without any code and manage your shopper's online experience. Next, our CMS improves workflow efficiency tenfold. Instead of tapping your developers every time you want to go and make a change through the site, you can actually do that basically codelessly and make sweeping changes across your site. Really, saving time, more revenue, and standardizing copy across your whole site. So how is all this content really generated within Shogun Front End? It's all generated, you still need to develop it. It's kind of similar to that process of custom elements, if you will, except you're coding in JSX and CSS. And you're creating those codeless content fields using the powerful and robust integrated development environment we have. So those non-technical team members can go in, reuse, and update those sections without writing any code. Really to summarize this all up, right? Shogun Front End, it renders your site as that React.js web application. Right now, we have a few clients pre-signed up and their page speed is going between anywhere between 90 and 95 on Google page speed. Like Charles mentioned, that actually affects your SEO positively on Google. Those seamless integrations, we're integrating with the top Shopify apps, so you don't really have to worry about those API delays or page speed delays when integrating your third-party apps to your website. That experience manager in CMS, this is empowering non-technical team members to go in and actually build progressive web applications. We're not really seeing that anywhere else within the e-commerce environment. And that optimized delivery. So we're providing the same experience to all your customers around the world, utilizing a separate global CDN network. We're actually right now using the same CDN network that Shopify's on. I think it's Fastly. So yeah, that's pretty awesome that we have there as well. Just a few details. We're kind of in the pre-launch phase of this right now. Alpha is basically out at the moment, and we have a few clients pre-signed up. Officially, V1 should be out later this summer. Pricing, this is a completely separate product that you cannot download within the platform marketplace. Definitely more upmarket, if you will, and something that starts at about $4,000 a month, it's really all dependent on the revenue done through your online store. We are doing some pre-launch specials like early bird pricing and white glove onboarding, as well as sandbox access to some of our partners as well. And that is really the gist of Shogun Front End. So let me see if there are any questions about that. Doesn't look like it.
Actually, it looks like there's one more question. Yeah.
Yep. So it is platform agnostic. We have not built our Magento integration just yet. Right now, just for the clients we've pre-launched with, they're all Shopify clients. So we're kind of on Shopify, and then BigCommerce is our next integration. But given the investment and how it would affect the product roadmap, we can certainly kind of move towards building our Magento integration now. Let's see, can we have sandbox access? Carolina, I think, Gene, we're going to get contact information after the call. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely.
Cool. Happy to connect after the call and discuss some sandbox options for front end. Fred, you asked about BigCommerce. BigCommerce integration is actually pretty good to go for front end, so we can certainly connect after this call as well if that works. Cool.
And then really,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say a couple of offline questions. Just one quick one on the templates that you showed at the beginning. Look like there's a product detail page template. Is there a PLP product listing page template as well? This is not to front end, but
yeah, for page builder. Hi again. So we don't have templates for the product listing page at this time, and the reason is we have to either use an existing page or add a product box onto that page, but you can use those snippets to pull over that information into that product listing page.
Okay, great. And then one other offline question is BigCommerce recently released Page Builder as part of their platform. How does that compare to your Page Builder?
That's a great question. So there's several differences right now. So the biggest one is Shogun has been around for quite some time. So we have a really fully fleshed out product. And so we offer a lot more flexibility, a lot more styling options for your elements, whereas that BigCommerce page builder is just a little bit more basic. It's also a very nice page builder for a little bit more basic skill set. And we also offer the optimization features such as A/B testing. Analytics are of course built right into BigCommerce as well. So yep. So we offer a little bit more of that. Yep.
Yeah, so it sounds like their version is more nascent. Yours has obviously been very, very evolved over time. So as today's demo demonstrated, really fantastic, guys, the demo, and then learning about front end. I'm excited about it. I'm sure a number of people attending today are as well. So this was time very well spent on our side. We really appreciate the thought and just knowledge in the presentation, and we'll do some offline follow-ups with those that had strong curiosity today as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gene, and thank you for having us, guys. We really appreciate the time. And yeah, like Gene said, please follow up once we get everyone's contact info after the call.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will be following up soon. Stay safe.
Take care.
Thanks,
Thanks, everybody.
guys.